Hello, stamping friends. This is Jenny, and I'm popping in with a quick Facebook Live. Not on my usual day, but we've been gone so much. We've been out of town. It's just been a crazy couple weeks, so I'm just trying to play catch up. And I thought I'd just share some quick tips with you today. We're going to show you how to do the Abundant Beauty masks, because everybody really liked this card, and I thought I'd show you how to make this work for you. Now, these masks are all one set of masks. I bet you're probably used to calling these stencils, and I call them stencils too, but Stampin' Up calls these masks. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4 that make these sunflowers. You get another one that makes a houndstooth background. Another one that makes a variety of leaves background. And then one with snowflakes. Now we'll probably use those another time, but we're just going to do the sunflower one. So and I'm just going to give you lots of hints on this. Now, if you'll notice, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a little number up in the corner. And if the number is the correct direction, you know that you're not looking at the back of the stencil. And there's a little notch up there in the corner. So that's number 4. This one is number 3. So this one's probably 2. And then this one is number 1. Now, you don't really have to do them in this order, but it does help. And those notches help you line up your flower images along with the centers and the leaves. So that's what we're going to work on. It also helps if you tape your paper down, because you're going to be rubbing a good bit, and you don't want your paper to slide. And then we're also going to kind of tape down our mask. Now, we're not going to make the whole card. I'm just going to give you some helpful hints on how this will work for you. It's really a lot of fun to play with. Now, on this one, I cut the flowers out. I have another one to show you. Let me grab it real quick. I suppose it's in here somewhere. Okay, here's another one I made, but I used blue, and I didn't do the centers the same. I wanted them a little different, and it's just straight on the card. I didn't cut them out or anything. I just made a quick card. Hope you're feeling better. So there's lots of ways that you can use these masks. So let's get started. So for this yellow, I have 3 colors of yellow. And you can play around with the colors that you like, but I chose Lemon Lolly, Daffodil Delight, and Crushed Curry. Now, I started doing it from the outside in, but then I played with it today, and I did it from the inside out. And by that, I mean you can work your color from the inside to the out, or from the out to the in. So I think we'll try it from the inside out today and see how that works. Just because I liked it when I was making another card. And I'll show you that card in a little while. So we'll start with Crushed Curry, and we're going to use blending brushes. Now for this stencil, you need the blending brushes, I think. If you're doing the little leaf one and the houndstooth, I think you could probably get by with daubers. But on this one, we're going to stick with crushed curry. Now, let's see. Can you see I'm inking this up on my ink pad? And I usually just kind of work the ink into the blending brush before I get started. Hey, Anne, I am doing well. Thank you for asking. Just been kind of busy. So we're going to work from the inside. You see how it kind of pools up the ink? That's what you want. And you don't want it all matchy-matchy. You want each side flower to have its own character. And I think the dark in the center looks so stunning. Now, someone asked me at our class, was I pushing hard? And yes, I am kind of pushing hard. You don't have to be gentle. Okay, so now we'll switch to Daffodil Delight. I have my brushes labeled here, but it's not just like, don't mix colors. You don't have to label blending brushes unless you want to. And now we'll just add some lighter yellow as we're working our way out. Keep blending out. And then we'll switch to Lemon Lolly to get right to the tips of our flowers. Let's see if I can find one that says Lemon Lolly. Here we go. Now we can just do the whole thing, and it kind of helps blend all those colors together. It brings all the brush picks up all those colors and drags them out. Marge, it's good to see you here. And Xana Baxter from the UK. Welcome. I love my little UK groupies. I think this is going to be just so pretty here. Let's see what it looks like. If you don't like it, you can always go back and work on it some more. Oh, but I think that's gorgeous, don't you? All right, so now we'll put this one to the side. All you have to do is run these under the sink or use a washcloth to wipe them off. And that works just fine. Now, number 2, that is so strange, are the leaves. And oh, I guess I need to, what did I do? Oh, I don't know where I put this. So I'm going to line that up, back again. I need to put myself a pencil mark right there in that V so I know where to put my leaves. Now you've got an idea of where your leaves should be. And of course, they're going to be coming off of our card because our front's a little smaller than the stencil. And the same, you're going to want 2 colors. So we're going to start with Mossy Meadow You want the two colors to give it some shading. We'll just put a little there. And then we'll switch to Old Olive and drag some color out a little bit lighter. Oh, no, I think that's... This is going to be a pretty card. I turn it into a birthday card. That's what I always need. Birthday cards and thinking of you cards. Now we're ready for number 3. You might think this is wrong, but it's not. Forgot to get the colors for the inside, so let me get those. You're going to start with the light color first. That seems backwards. Do you see how this card, you would think you would start with the dark color, but you start with the light color first. So we're going to line this up, and we're going to use our eyes too to make sure we're happy with this. And we're going to start with Pecan Pie. That's going to be our inside, and it's lighter. I love, we've got small brushes and large brushes. The smalls work really nicely for these smaller areas. Okay, and now we'll switch to Early Espresso. With mask number 4. Hi Nancy, thanks for popping in today. Now we're going to line that up with our little V here. And hold that down. Now you see how this is going to fill in dark in those areas, and then the little pinholes. And then the light will still show through, the light brown. Just doesn't seem like that's the way it would be, but it is. And there's our card. Isn't that pretty? What makes it, another little thing that makes it even prettier is if you run it through the cut and emboss with an embossing folder. So let's try that on this one. Let's find an embossing folder that we would like. Maybe something kind of simple. That would give it some, oh, I think we'll do this textured crosshatch one. Now, you might have think, I put this on Very Vanilla because I think it gives it a richer color. But it does look pretty. It still looks pretty if you use basic white. I think that Very Vanilla gives it a nice, rich color. You just have to play with it and see what you like. This is really kind of like fun, making a mess when in elementary school art class. And there's our textured card front. I just think that's so pretty. So that's how you can do it. If you want to cut them out for this kind of look, that looks pretty also. You can just put this on a card front. This one's on a card front. I think I will. We have that stamp that says happy birthday that goes up and down. I think that might look real pretty there. So we'll see how that works. So this is the quick and dirty, quick lesson on how to use the masks. Now I want to show you the one I played with earlier today when I told you I was playing with different ways to mask these. And I made, I think it kind of looks like a poinsettia, doesn't it? So I did it with bubble gum, real red, and cherry cobbler. And I layered it, and then it's on there with dimensionals. And then I cut some leaves to go with it. So I have a nice, sweet little Christmas card, note card size. And I think that came out pretty too. It's got Wink of Stella. I don't know if you can see that on there or not. So I hope you'll consider getting these. I think you'll enjoy using the Abundant Beauty masks. And they're very fun. They're fun to make a mess with. They're fun to try all different colors. And I've seen some made with copper clay and, oh, the fresh freesia. They're so, so pretty. If you make one with these masks, make sure you share it with us. We'd love to see what you've created. Thanks for joining me, and I'll be back soon. Bye.